Now, this is a very, 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 very long time coming video. I do apologize. Just had so many things happen in the real world and all sorts of stuff over the last few months, and I just, would just get sidetracked. But I kept this email because I get emailed every time I get a comment on YouTube, and this is the email I kept. Right, this is from Murphy. Right, and I can get rid of the email now. I don't need to keep it. All right. And as you can tell, because I did a video showcasing the mods that I have to make, as I titled the video, at least part of the video, the mods to make it perfect for Mortal Kombat 9 and Mortal Kombat 2011. He goes, "Yo, Fate, bro, how the fuck did you add these mods after the last patch? The mods no longer work." There's no full stop on this, is there? Longer work, especially the boss mod. It just crashes, bro. You gotta do a video tutorial on how to install this shit yourself, and a few others only have the full experience of this game. Make it a reality for people like me. I've just subbed, by the way. Please consider it, my Australian brother. Well, I'm about to make your day, right? So we're going to go through this nice and slow, all right? Nice and slow, and I will post links in the description for the things you need to access to be able to get hold of it. First and foremost, for anyone that's coming across this video and doesn't have the game, there'll be 2 links in the description specifically to purchase the game, right? You can still buy Steam CD keys. This is on cdkeys.com, which I use all the time. They're a fantastic website. And over on Instant Gaming as well. So Instant Gaming actually has it cheaper. It's in stock. They are CD keys. They work 100%. They work worldwide, all right? So maybe you guys have some CD key websites that you go to that you can find it. It used to be always pretty cheap, and they usually have sales, but I would definitely get hold of it, right? And if the worst case scenario happens and you can't for some other reason, there is always the high seas, and I don't recommend doing that, especially particularly as I've shown you, you can buy the keys still. But legitimately, you can't actually buy it through a storefront because they removed it, which is so stupid. They should have just patched out Freddy Krueger and then just released the game without Freddy Krueger as the DLC character. It's just that's why I hate it when they put guest characters in with stuff. But anyway, so first and foremost, everything that I got was through Mortal Kombat Secrets, right? It's one of the best Mortal Kombat websites on the net. If you're a Mortal Kombat fan, you're going to know about it, right? And the main mod that I got, which adds in all the boss characters and adds the ability to have alternate costumes for some of the DLC characters, all the DLC characters, right? And some additional characters in there, like a reptile, but he's like the standard reptile from MK1. It's the ultimate boss mod, right? Now this one is a, and doing the mods isn't actually as complicated as you might expect, right? And I'm going to show you how to do that. It's not hard at all right? So this mod is based on the original boss mod 2.0 by Howard C, made a long time ago, so I'll take no credits for it. Only added some changes, right? And you just download. As you can tell, it's very popular, right? You download, it tells you how to install it, okay? And this is where it says you need DLC Manager 2.6, which I will also have a link in the description right here for you guys to download. This is how the mod looks, okay? But you'll be able to download this and whatnot, and I'll show you where I put it. I put it in the main directory for Mortal Kombat 9, okay? And then this here is MK9 skins, which I'll give you a direct link. So this is where you'll get different characters or different character skins that they have made, right? And you can go through and you can click on them and whatnot and go, oh, that's pretty cool. Oh wow, that's not bad, or might be shit, whatever. I'm still waiting for a really good Frost skin, just for subby, so I can choose that as a skin, for that. Now, okay. Now, and this link is specifically for Mortal Kombat 9 or the 2011 version of the game. Okay? Specifically. Alright. Now, the install folder, okay, Now what I did, and I advise this too, if you own Mortal Kombat 9 Complete Edition on Steam, alright, this is what I did. Copy that folder, find out where the game's installed in your Steam directory, copy it, and paste it somewhere else, right? Don't modify the original Steam game, okay? Leave that there in case you do want to, you know, and sometimes get online and still play. Yes, there are still people you can play online on MK9, right? Maybe they made it different on MK9 versus the console, but I've been able to see people and play people on MK9 on PC still. So copy that entire folder, right? And paste it somewhere else and call it Mortal Kombat, you know, something edition, whatever the fuck you want to call it, which will be your modified version. And what'll happen is that when you run this version, right, it'll act like as if you're running the Steam version, okay? So you're just duplicating it, you're not pirating it or anything like that. This just separates it so you don't modify the original game, or you're only modifying the copied version. But when you do run the copied version, Steam will think you're running the game. And it's all fine, it's all safe. There's nothing illegal here. We're not pirating it or anything like that. So this is my directory. Now you'll see here you got DLC Manager. We're going to show that, okay? So when you download DLC Manager, you just dump it into that main directory for Mortal Kombat 9, right? And it's under here, the discontent.pc. That's the directory you want to dump it in, and that's all you need to do. Okay. Now, when they talk about, so just to showcase, we'll open up this other window. Now, this is the DLC Manager. Okay, so when you install it, you got to run the DLC Manager as admin, or if you don't know how to do that, just right-click on the DLC Manager.exe, go Properties, you know, tick Run as Administrator, apply, and then every single time you run it, it will do that. You have to do that, right? You're going to load this up, and it's going to like, this looks pretty weird, right? Now, I've already got mods installed, okay? Okay, and the stuff that's installed showcases at the bottom, okay? Very easy, like, and like this is like ridiculously easy, right? So you've got, these are all the DLC things that I've added in, okay? I've got the MK3 ninjas in there. I've got a DLC Triborg, which is all the male ninjas combined into, you know, you can select via the costume. And when you select, say, like yellow for Scorpion, you'll have Scorpion's moveset. You've got DLC MK3 Noob. For whatever reason, they couldn't add the MK3 skin to Noob, so they had to essentially make Noob separate as a separate character. I've got the classic skins pack, and you'll be able to look this stuff up. You'll be able to Google this stuff or find this stuff on the MK9 skins page that I will link you, so you'll be fine, right? There's a costume stealth rain, which I think is part of the DLC Manager. And then, of course, I got the Necropolis, which is where you view all the characters. I actually downloaded that as an actual skin as well. Now, if I wanted to uninstall one of these, right? But I think we'll leave that just for a moment, because there's an install part where you click on something, then you click install, and once you do that, it'll move this. So, okay, let's do Frost. If I go to install Frost, it'll move Frost from here down to here, and then vice versa. If I uninstall Frost from down here, it'll go back up top. Really easy, right? Like, pretty easy. Okay. Now, let's close that just for the moment, because this is where it's important, because you're going to download a mod. It's going to be like files, and you'll be like, where the fuck do I put this? Okay, so there will be a folder that's created called DLC. When you click on that folder in DLC, you know, you put the files, you put the files in DLC Manager into that main directory here, right? This content PC. You run it, right? It's got a DLC folder. Okay. Now you've got, don't worry about the temp and the tools, okay? Or the templates. Worry about where it's got installed and to install. To install, okay, as you can tell, is the mods that you want to be able to put into your game. So this is where you dump the files. You don't leave it in its own separate folder. You download the mod, you unpack it, you just copy it, dump up all the files, scoop up all the files, just dump them straight into this directory right here, okay? And as you can tell, like, you know, and you'll see it's matching, like I've got DLC Frost there, okay? So that's what it's doing. It's modifying like a subby version to be able to put the Frost skin on that Sub-Zero, right? And then you can see there I've also got the old characters uninstalled. So you can see, right, just to show you here, you can see that it's a one-to-one. See that? So let me just, I'll move my ugly mug up there. All right, let's move that down here. Okay, and we'll move this just over a shade there. All right, so you can see there, one-to-one. In the to install folder, in the DLC part, you have DLC Frost, right, and an old characters uninstalled.ini. You can see it matches up here. Exactly the same. When I back out and I go installed, that means the stuff that I have already installed. So all of these things here that you see will showcase in this folder here. And presto, there we have it. Okay. And again, it's the same. You don't dump files into the installed folder ever. Right? Ever. Now, the Ultimate Boss mod, you would, you dump, you know, into like, you know, the main directory and whatnot. I think, I'm assuming from memory, let's just download the RAR while I see. All right, it's very tiny, okay, because it's not adding a whole bunch, it's just modifying stuff, right? So let's just have I'll just have a quick squizzy, because I'm pretty sure, yes. So you copy all of those files for the Ultimate Boss mod and any other mod that you want, okay? You copy it into to install, you just dump them all in there. Right? Dump them all in there and that's it. When you load the DLC manager up, okay, right? Once you've moved the files, load up DLC manager second, you will see in the packages here for to install, everything that you want to install, right? Everything that you've just downloaded and you moved into the to install folder, everything will be in there. And as you can tell, where I've actually got all the stuff installed down the bottom, it matches this here, right? It matches it 100%. Okay, so that way, and it tells you what each one does too. It tells you what the files are added and stuff like they do go into a lot of good descriptions here, so you know exactly what's going on, right? And that's as easy as it is. That really is as easy as it is. And then when you run the game, all right, short of there being an actual error, for like, maybe a mod you downloaded, wasn't compatible. I was getting that with the Frost skin. That's why, like, I haven't bothered with this particular Frost skin too much, because I kept getting crashes every time it would show up on the tower. It would crash and whatnot. So yeah. So, and the reason why I've selected these particular mods too, right, is because they are stable, right? All of these mods are stable. They all work. They don't crash the game. They're fantastic. Like, they're really, really well done. Okay, so that's the basic introduction and easeability of being able to install all of these, any mods that you want for Mortal Kombat 9. Like I said, I'll post the links in the description for where you can go buy the game. I'll post the links for the Ultimate Boss mod and the links for the actual skin for them, so you can go in and download stuff if you want. Okay, and take it slow. My advice would be take it slow. Okay, if you download like 50 billion mods and then dump them all, into the to install folder, you load up the mod and you got all these things to install, you go click install, they all show up in the installed folder. That's fine, but if you start getting crashes and whatnot, you may not know why, right? You may not understand which mod is causing the problem. That's why I say take it slow, right? Put a mod in, like into the to install folder, okay? Dump it in there. Load up the mod manager, run it as an administrator. Then, install it, run the game. Obviously, you close the mod manager. Run the game, see if it works, no crashes, easy peasy. Do the next one. And then that way, if you do a mod and then the game suddenly crashes, you go, that's a bad mod, let's get rid of it. All right. So I'll leave it there. Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully I explained that as best as I could. But it is a fantastic game to mod. As I did cover in that previous video, it makes the game feel complete. I have all the classic skins for all the ninjas, like both male and female. We got the boss characters in there if you want to muck around with them. We've got some additional characters as well. And of course, like, that's not even going into any of the other skins that people have made or characters that they've made. You know, that you can put in and just have some fun. You know, like, and like, this is actually let me just show you this for a sec, because I was just like looking at the screen, right? We'll close that, and we'll open that. I was just looking at this, right? And crap ton of simple mods. Just been playing around with some alpha levels and stuff. These are all for the Steam updated version of the game. Now, I did say for PC versions, right? Because I know people have been complaining. Make sure you verify your files on Steam. Right click on the game in your library, go to properties, and then I think it's local files, I believe, and then just verify, make sure they're all up to date before you duplicate that folder. This is really important. I want you guys to duplicate the folder, as I said in the very beginning, so you don't mess with the original files. So then you don't have to re-download the game or anything like that. All the stuff that you do, that you muck around with modding this version, is separated completely from the original install of the game, so nothing ever gets messed with. But somebody's mucked around, they've made some, like, you know, Silver Scorpion, Green Cyrax, you know, Aqua Rain, you know, just some different colors here, dark, like a silver Raiden, right, white Scarlet. That's pretty cool. Like, that's just some, you know, old school Shiva, right? And it'd be interesting too. I might actually try some of those out, because, you know, it's, you know, sometimes it's kind of funky to get some of those little, you know, little variations. But anyway, I'll leave it there. I know it's a long video, but I hope I explained it as best as I could. All the links that you'll need be in the description. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.